Hello, my warriors. I want to welcome you to the Sunday Dinner Show. Okay, today we are cooking baked potatoes, which you see they're already done. I didn't feel I need to put that on camera. I cooked them for 1 hour on the temperature of 425. I washed them first, dried them, throw a little bit of olive oil on the potato, along with throw a little salt and pepper on each potato, wrapped it up and stuck it in the oven for 1 hour. They're done. Now we're coming here. We're getting ready to cook some lobster, some shrimps. We're gonna have corn. So it's gonna be lobster, shrimp, corn, and baked potato. So right now we're making a gravy for our base, which I call a gravy. It's gonna cover it up. So let's find out what we have in this base.
1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 stick of butter, a tablespoon of garlic powder, and 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese.
Okay, you heard it from the cook itself. So we're gonna try something a little different, give it a little bit of taste so it's gonna be scrumptious. So right now, as you see, we're making the base. Everything will be baked. I'm also gonna throw the corn in there too, because I was thinking, should I put the corn? Should I cook it by itself? What should I do? I'm gonna throw it all in there. We would have had some snow crabs, because if you go to Publix, I don't know what area y'all in. I am in the Orlando area, and down here they have the snow crabs for $10.99. They looked it okay, but I said, you know what? Let me just stick with the lobster and shrimps. So we're gonna have jumbo shrimps. And we're going to have what they call I ain't going to say large lobsters, let's say medium, because the other ones were small. The small was $6.99 per lobster, and the medium, in my opinion, were $9.99 per lobster. So, just depending on what your budget is, you got to put that budget together. So, yes, we're not cooking a big meal, because you know what? When you eat big meals all the time, you get tired of them, and I don't want to sound like I'm prejudiced, because I'm not. Because if you know what is all up in this body of mine, almost every color out there, so definitely can't be prejudiced. But they used to always pick on my cousin, and they used to always say, you know what, Val, you act like a Caucasian person, that's the way you cook. And it's nothing wrong with it. It's just someone, you see a lot of them cook quick and easy. But then you have some of them that's from them southern states. Trust me, they spend about 2 hours in the kitchen too. So, that was just something that the grandparents said. They weren't being prejudiced. They weren't being funny. Well, yes, they was being funny. That was to her though. But we get this going. I am going to show you how it look, because we're finna season it all up. So stay tuned. Be right back. Now, we have spreaded the shrimps and lobster in the pan. First, we cleaned and soaked the shrimps in lemon water. Pulled all of the surroundings that cover, which is I guess you call it the shell of the crab, of the shrimps. Then we took the plastic that goes in this section of the lobster off, and we took that, remember that little base we told you, which is, I call it the gravy. We put it all around, as you can see. Now our temperature is set for 125, because that's what I cooked the potatoes in. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lobster in and the shrimps in the oven for about 15 minutes. So you know me. I sit there and I push my timer, and I push it for 15. So it's going to let me know when it's done. So I've already started it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that lobster shrimps inside of the oven. I decided to just go ahead and boil them, and I'll let them roll around in here when they're done. So let's see what happens next.
You're baking it.
Just in case you heard 125 that I'm baking it on, it's 425 is what I'm baking it on for 15 minutes. Just give that little clear up. All right, we're down to the finishing touch. Now, let's go over this one more time before we finish. We took the lobster and the shrimps, and we stuck it in the oven for 15 minutes. The potato we did first for 1 hour. And then we just went on and boiled these probably about 15 minutes. I don't even think it was that long. Just because they was frozen. So if they're not frozen, they'll take less time. So you remember all of that base that we had. We took the juice and put it on top of the potato. And we took it and put it again on top of the lobster, and we put it on the shrimps and poured it on the the corn. So this is the finishing touch. This is what we're eating for our Sunday night dinner. So I know this is kind of a short video, but I just wanted y'all to see what we was having on the Sunday dinner show, and just showing you that all the time you don't have to cook ham hocks, black eyed peas, collard greens, mac and cheese, dressing. You don't have to cook all that every single weekend. You can have some weekends where it's a light weekend. Yes, I will not have leftovers tomorrow because it's all gone. So I'll pick something else to cook tomorrow. Possibility tomorrow, we might have us some cube steak, some string beans with potatoes, along with, what else we can have? String beans and potatoes, along with yellow rice. Or we might save that for another day. Who knows? But tonight, this is what we're eating. So, if you enjoyed watching MzTreZena cook her Sunday dinner show, give it a big thumbs up. If you are not a warrior yet, you're just traveling around, just checking to see what different people's channels are about, what you waiting on? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, then hit that notification button to be notified of all videos. Make sure it's on all so you'll catch all my videos. Along with, share this video, let them know what your girl is doing. So, I want to say thanks so much for watching. Until we see each other again, later.